Inner structure work for Scorpio 2. A broken bottle of spilt perfume. Permeation. This review is for 10/24/20. We begin with the 25th lunar mansion that occurred at 12:54 a.m. in the 7th house. Aquarius 9, dramatization. Loyalty leads me upward. Here's the conditional man. True is consciousness of self. False is self-consciousness. This is the mask that may be worn. Here is the choice of creative mind. True is rhetoric. False is spiritual arrogance. The body of fate is persecution. Born as it seems to the arrogance of belief, the man of the phase must reverse himself, must change, use the body of fate, persecution, to purify the intellect from the mask, consciousness of self or self-consciousness, till his intellect accepts some organized belief rooted in social order, the convictions of Christendom, let us say. He must eliminate all that is personal from belief, eliminate the necessity for intellect by the contagion of some common agreement. He may find himself in a situation in which he is compelled to concrete synthesis. A situation compels the will if it pursue the false mask of self-consciousness to the persecution of others, if found by the true mask to suffer persecution. It is called the conditional man, perhaps because all of the man's thought arises out of some particular condition of actual life, or is an attempt to change that condition with a moral object. He is still strong, full of initiative, full of social intellect. Absorption has scarce begun, but his object is to limit and bind, to make men better by making it impossible that they should be otherwise, to so arrange prohibitions and habits that men may be naturally good as they are naturally black or white or yellow. There may be great eloquence, a mastery of all concrete imagery that is not personal expression, because though as yet there is no sinking into the world, but much distinction, clear identity, there is an overflowing social conscience. No man of any other phase can produce the same instant effect upon crowds, for codes have passed, the universal conscience takes its place. My experience was that as all the Hunter Biden sex pornographic videos, clips and images, still shots, were being shared on Twitter, I tweeted this: nope, won't spread the porn, I'm out. What was the shadow we were playing with yesterday? The shadow of Scorpio 2. It was Gemini 8, protest. Undeviating self-assertiveness and a refusal to accept any lesser in lieu of a greater. Here's the necessity that man act in his own interest whenever his general situation fails to provide him with the creative outlets he needs, or when his creative outlets prove inadequate for his relations with his fellows. Implicit in the reversed symbolism is an emphasis on the instabilities of life as a dynamic for accomplishment. This, then, is a call on the human spirit for constructive reorganization. Here, there is the dignity of a personality which may be exalted but never exploited. Well done. Beginning across the wheel at Taurus 2, keyword transformation, discharge the excess buildup. A genius for dramatizing both the values at hand and the potentials ahead. In 2017, transformation was, the experience was. Released myself from vademecum, just too much. Diana was gracious. Helped Brian put tubing and caulking in driveway. Wrong smokes. Haircut. Didn't see that coming. We gone to get smokes. I didn't want to go in, so I sent him in with my money to get him. He came out with the wrong ones and then proceeded to go have a haircut the whole while I'm sitting in the car waiting, thinking we were just going up for smokes. Careful what you sign on for. 2018 Taurus 2 transformation. Worried about Travis. Mike sends Turner at 50. Heather helps Canva design. Red wagon falls over, taking back my power. Nothing here. Rainbow ribbons. Park. 2019 transformation. Major overload of outpouring of ideas for Taurus journal. Did Taurus 1, had to laugh. Too much. Turned to see a missing brick in the neighbor's wall. No. One brick short. Transformation 2020. Harvard has to pay back $9 million paycheck protection, and others too. A.G. Barr going after governors violating civil liberties. Ryan's coming to visit Heather. She ordered internet, not talking to Brian. Now at Scorpio 2, nostalgic infiltration, keyword permeation, persistence in creative effort, and utter fidelity to the inner essence of selfhood. Going all the way back to 2016 for our first 5-year read. Communication on my mind, attitude, not what you say, but how you say it. Best outcome forward. Movement, no agenda or manipulation. Baby snakes are adult snakes. Corrected name to Rebecca Jack. 2017 permeation. Dream, a walk, dream, awake, sub rosa, scintillating scotoma, earworm, the boxer. Mike calls about Reno, looking at second seal, ready for crystal, cut thumb, remote is lost. Scorpio 2 permeation 2018. Pull out your little violin and cry me a river. Magi, aren't you going to come help me out? Jesus Christ. Politics. 5 mailed bombs. Astrology with Pauline. Linda Dudenouth is bugging me. Sarah too. Bedbugs? Insomnia. Scorpio 2 permeation 2019. Roger's asleep on the couch. 5 a.m. I'm up. Clean patios. Aiden awake. Then Tegan. Heather, go back to bed. Took them to park. Travis calls. Back home. Phone to Roger. Crystal arrives. Burritos. SPS minutes. Dimera and Travis. Tegan falls. Alina arrives. Scorpio 2, 1931 keyword. Instead of permeation, he had previously called it absolution. Dream, red and white liquids from finely ground organic matter distilled together, with flakes of dried leaves atop. The contents of Hunter Biden's laptop are being released by Chinese citizens, not sharing. Brian makes candlesticks. You know, Q told us, the choice to know will be yours. Well, I already know of the disgusting, vile things that they do. I don't need to see it, and I sure as hell don't need to propagate it out there. Those who need to see it because they only feel that seeing is believing, it'll find their way to them, but I'm not going to be part of that chorus or that bandwagon. Needless to say, this whole affair has put me into a very vile mood. And I'm just withdrawing, allowing the work that has to be done. Trusting that it will, trusting that it's all for a good purpose and that things will get better. we are in the first decan of Scorpio, a jawbone, the price of pleasure.